everyone, we're back with another Hollow Knight Silksong video. This might be the last one for a while, unless you all bombard me with comments on other ones I should listen to, because I am really wanting to get back to Hollow Knight, but we'll see. Today we're going to listen to The Mist and Phantom. I was told to listen to those both together, so here we go. Organ. Feels appropriate for Mist, this kind of sound. Some string tremolo? This is very neat. Low pedal notes. Wow, is this whole track just organ? Organ plus? Wow, this is really neat. Okay, so I'm not an organist. I'm not going to be using the right terms to describe the organ. I mean, I am familiar with it. I grew up as a church musician. My mom plays the organ. So we've got these nice, this soft register here. And with some echo effects. Kind of panned in a neat way. Wait a minute. Actually, I don't think it's echoes. It's da 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 da, and then in the back, da 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 da. That's neat. And there's some kind of tremolo strings in the back or something. Now we have another organ melody line. Now we have the pedal notes in the bottom. It sounds like the register is changing a bit here, like the stops, because we had this kind of more fluty, soft, airy sound, and now here we hear a little bit more of a reedy sound. Especially in here now. Da, 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 da. We just suddenly got much more active. Da, 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 da. Very harmonic minor, and it's being played in thirds. And then there's also some counterpoint in the other hand, I think. It's very Bach, very Bachian type organ writing. And, you know, we talked about, and you all have kind of backed me up on this, about like the religious undertones of this game. Of course, organ is a very religious coded instrument, but also it feels very like JRPG churchy, kind of like how, you know, when it's the final boss in a JRPG when the organ comes out. But yeah, so it kind of has those vibes to me as well. Like we started off with this very soft and mysterious vibe, and now it's starting to feel a little bit like darker and still mysterious, but darker and maybe a little more sinister. There's also a lot of suspensions, like notes that are kind of rubbing on each other. You know, there's a lot of dissonance is what I'm trying to say. It's not like simple chords. It's just like a lot of stuff going on and being held over at once, which just adds so much tension. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that goes straight into the next one. Cool. Yeah, that's really cool. All right, I'll go back and then we can like go straight into the next one because maybe it seems appropriate to do that. Also, because this is really cool. Wow. Okay, this feels like a final boss. Phantom. I swear I did not remember that was the name of the track when Phantom of the Opera popped into my mind, but maybe that's just my own associations with organ music in popular culture. Da 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 is also very like da 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 da, like the Bach toccata and fugue, which is like definitely the most famous organ piece that most people would know. Yeah, it feels very much like that. It definitely has Halloween vibes for sure. Really neat string flourishes. Okay, hold up. That in the strings, you know, this soundtrack was not recorded with a full live orchestra. There were soloists, a lot of soloists, but all the full orchestra stuff is sampled. So I'm pretty sure these are not real strings. This feels not possible. Not that it's impossible, but something like that would be a total mess in a live setting. I mean, you could do it because safety in numbers, but like speaking from a lot of experience sitting in orchestras, that would be really hard to play live. I think we're going from minor 1, G minor, to E flat minor, which definitely is not a chord that is in the key. That's why it feels kind of jarring. But it's used very often cinematically for that effect. So we're used to hearing it, but it's also not like what you would classically expect. It's a neat chord progression. These runs! That horn line too was so epic, but my attention was pulled by the da-da-da-da-da, because it wasn't just like a single run, it was like the way it was doubled or something. Let's listen to that again. There's a lot of chromatic runs. I'm assuming it's like woodwinds doubled with strings, doubled maybe with organ. There's something that's very like strong sounding in there. And I think it's also that they're doubled in like a chord or like thirds or something, because it doesn't sound like just a single line. Just the way that the figure is, that's what makes it kind of sound weird, is the fact that it's like so reinforced in that way. This part is single line. But this part, I think it's like they're in sixths or something, but just the fact that it's such an intricate line that's doubled sounds a bit unnatural, you know, to our ears, and that's what makes it sound very eerie. Okay, I'm gonna listen to the horn now. Love this melody. Feels a little Prokofiev-esque. Neat. Everything drops out. Sounds like we're kind of returning to the beginning here. This section is so neat. Everything drops out except for like just organ and cello. And then the violin flourishes. Flute now. Bum, bum. This is really reminding me of Bach, but it's like bum, 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 bum. No, that's something else. That's Prokofiev's first violin sonata. That is not what I'm talking about. Dun 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 da 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 dum ba da 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 ba da 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 dum. This is another Bach piece that I do not know the name of right now, and I will look it up later. But that low bum 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 thing that was going on in the organ there just reminded me of it. Just that kind of like all of a sudden we're doing all this stuff up here, and then we get this like melody down in the bottom. Yeah, very Baroque coded, but also modern, of course. Another really neat mix between the two because Christopher Larkin is amazing at that, apparently. So yeah, super fun track. I'm glad I got to listen to both of these. Definitely something a little bit different than the other ones I'd heard, though of course still in the same line as the rest of the soundtrack. Just so wonderfully done. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, you'll probably like my other Silksong videos that I will link up there. And let me know what you'd like to see next. See you next time. Bye.